We're recording.
Great. Welcome to the D&D World of the Opulentia Chronicles once again. This time sponsored by the Portable Domestic Anti-Precipitationizer. For 147 easy payments of $19.99, you yourself can keep rain and sleet and snow and hail from falling on your household. Call now at... shoot, I can't read Gnomish.
Call now at Wingdings.
I think it's like Webding 2 or something.
Question, is brunch delivery available?
That
I don't know if Rush delivers.
Commander asking. No.
You know, I happen to know, I just remember, there's no shipping and handling on there. That's what really bites you, right?
Oh, man!
Alright, but yes, of course, welcome to Retro Planet's D&D group. I suppose we should just get right into it after some attributions. We are using audio from Tabletop Audio and The Pyre by Kevin MacLeod. Both of these groups graciously allow their stuff to be used under Creative Commons through attribution. This is that attribution. And now, let us return to the world of Opulentia. Clovenshire has a very notable structure, a massive observatory that is meant to look at the stars. Our group, the Moonfires, have accepted a surprisingly well-paying job, apparently, to do something here. The details are a little fuzzy at the moment, but they first arrived, kind of got lost in the city, and eventually found their way to the only major structure that's here, the observatory. They met Baggin, a gnomish entrepreneur, inventor, very eccentric person, who, along with his assistants, Aaron and Aaron, one spelled with an A and the other with an E, they were tasked to look at ley lines, presumably surrounding Rikkaku, because they had a hypothesis about ley lines and the relationship to the moon. And that night, the Moonfires all took turns looking at the observoscope there. And one particular person, Hum, found something interesting. As she looked through the scope, she noticed that there was a red dot circling Rikkaku, a satellite of some sort. And after that, the group, the ones who had yet to go, managed to look out. Toba took his time and, you know, observed the stars that he knew from navigation.
Not sorry.
Yeah, no, you are not. And with that...
And hogging Baggin Raggin's chance at the thing.
Yeah, Baggin Raggin never did get a chance. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and jump a couple of days later. Where is... Let me just take a look at where is Windsup Plains. All right. So, the night of the full moon is going to be arriving. Let's make this the Sunday. Let's say Rise Day. Yep, that's basically our Sunday. And most of you have gone around and helped around town, helping both errands with everything. You know, setting everything up, making sure that forms are in the right section or whatever. And that night, let's have Baggin Raggin and Baggin. They're standing at Baggin Raggin.
Yep.
You were outside at this time.
Okay.
I'll say that. Perhaps, you know, maybe the hecticness of inside's a little too much for you. Perhaps there is, you know, maybe the cool air out here is more interesting than inside the observatory. The rest of you, would you like to be with Baggin Raggin inside the building? Perhaps in between somehow.
Drogar is gonna go inside.
Alright, Drogar will not be here. Earths is probably outside because, you know, Baggin is very anti-bear inside the studio.
Of course.
I think Hum is going to be outside with Ursus.
With Ursus. Alright. Veronan. I'll just keep not Baggin, Baggin over here. Okay. Toba, Veronan.
I suppose I'll go inside.
Okay. He's going to be inside. And Veronan. And looks like Jay's muted.
Uh-oh.
Gotta love them. Technical difficulties.
Skrabroski?
Hey, Jay, you doing good, bro?
Veronan?
Oh, boy.
Oh dear.
Oh, Banana Lord!
Really? Not even that? Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's ping him for Discord. Let's see if that works. But we're going to say that he's inside for the moment, just to, quote-unquote, speed things along.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Baggin Raggin. So, the adventure that you've personally had coming from an entirely separate world, coming to here has been wild.
Okay.
But these stars, and currently there's like a slight breeze in the wind, it's very calming. And, off to the side you see Hum and Ursus. They're just having, I don't know, girl talk, even though Ursus isn't a girl, I don't think.
I would assume no, considering I was a dumb boy.
Hum is just sitting with Ursus and just, as she usually does, humming quietly to herself. Just trying to keep herself company with Ursus and stuff like that.
Yep.
I'm just gonna kind of just take a, what do you call it? Find like a rock or something, and I'm just gonna take out a pipe, and I'm just gonna, it's I enjoy the outside, the cool air, the stars, and all sorts of stuff like that. So I just kind of sit down and I just start smoking the pipe and stuff like that.
And from the side, you hear a voice of some sort that, let me see if I remember how to do this.
Oh, Ray, is that the good stuff you're smoking there? Yeah, I'm a bit more of a ragweed kind of person myself.
Oh, I hate ragweed. That stuff I'm allergic to.
Oh, that's not too bad.
As this character is known as Baggin. Your character would have met him previously.
Yes.
He's a gnome with goggles on his head. He's got some light gray tinges in his green tinges in his hair apparently, but he is very much an inventor. Hands are, kind of dusty and dirty a little bit, just a little bit, just from working all the time with machinery.
Right.
But as he sits next to you,
Yeah, sometimes I need a break from all this research, but,
What kind of research you doing?
Well, what kind of research we're doing here? I mean, didn't I tell you a couple days ago?
so, all right, fun, just for you.
I have a vague memory.
Yeah, I know. Good stuff. Tell you what, how about we step inside, once we finish off our little smokes here, and, I'll show you firsthand, right?
Hum, you gonna come join us?
In a minute. Still, I'll be in a bit. You gents go on ahead.
And make sure
sounds like a
that
plan.
bear stays outside.
As he's, taking his pipe and, shaking it towards Ursus's direction. Ursus looks back, he's like,
Hum pets his head and hushes, and goes, and she looks back at Baggin. He'll be out here, I promise.
At that point, we're gonna, after a nice long smoke, we're gonna have everybody here within the observatory. So, Baggin is, over here. Baggin Raggin, you're gonna be following Baggin. It's kind of like a real quick snapshot of what happened, just before the full moon to get Baggin Raggin up to speed. Hum, you're inside. Now, Veronan, Toba, and Drogar, what are you three doing inside the observatory?
Veronan's going over his notes and kind of muttering to himself about different phases of the moon and past practice, past theories of what could happen, doomsday, the moon crashing into the world. Just going over any possibility of what could explain what's going on with them, with what they saw through the telescope. Not realizing that these words may be heard. Yeah, just doing that kind of thing. Just thinking.
Right, Toba.
Toba's is meditating mostly, but also taking a middle note of the constellations and the just basically the pattern of the stars for navigation's sakes.
Okay, and Drogar.
Well, Drogar having absolutely no idea what's going on because he's a barbarian and he probably wouldn't even be thinking about half the crap that's going on. Let's be fair. He's just staring at the telescope.
Observoscope.
Just what did I say?
You said telescope. Okay, technically would be right if this was like a normal telescope, but this is a magical world. It's an observoscope. It does more than just telescopy stuff.
Well, excuse me. No, but he's just staring at the thing. He's just wondering what the heck he was looking at in the observoscope. He's just scratching his head. He's kind of sitting there, just doing his own thing, just kind of staring off into space, just wondering just what the heck is actually going on. He has not really that big of a concept grasp yet. So that's all he's really doing.
Okay. So, Baggin, as you enter into this building, you have to see your fellow travelers. You see Veronan off there to one corner. He's like looking over some notes, muttering to himself, something about moons and whatever. You see Toba meditating, but, keeping one eye open on the sky. You see Drogar just doing whatever Drogar is normally doing. But then there's also two other characters that you've met. There's a female orange tabaxi who is helping out along with a... Where did I put this note? Oh, macaroons. Ooh, gotta love it when you just chat randomly. All right, where is it? Yep, and you also have a male elf assistant of some sort. Both of these characters you know to be named Aaron. The tabaxi is Aaron with an E, and Aaron, the male assistant, is spelled with an A, which explains why Baggin calls out, "Hey, with an E, with an A, hop to it, just get some help over here. Make sure nothing goes wrong this time, huh?" As he turns to you, so yeah, the observoscope. Last time we managed to get a test going, but the power ran out on this thing. It's more than just a normal telescope, right? It tracks a lot of stuff with ley lines and, possible astral phenomenon out there. It can detect stuff way, way out there. But, of course, it's got to run on power because, reasons, I guess. I mean, I could tell you all my trade secrets, but, he takes his finger and he's, like, wagging it. Nah, you can't get me that easy out of me. So, if you want to climb up here with me. And he climbs up a ladder that is there that leads to a chair that is in front of this massive cylindrical observoscope. And he beckons you to follow.
All right, I will follow.
All right, you follow. You take a nice seat in the chair, which fits perfectly. I mean, it's like this chair was meant for small people. So, Baggin, just, all right, so try not to touch the panel. Hopefully, the power issue should be good. It was like a 5% variance last time. We should get it down to 2.5, hopefully by the end of the day. Isn't that right, with an A? And you hear this voice go, "Yes, sir." They're good interns. All right, now, do me a favor. Take a look and tell me what you see. I need for you to roll for me a perception check.
And that's for me, right?
Yep, you're just going to roll a perception check. 21. All right.
Wait.
Good roll.
That's a very good roll.
Well, it is a +7, so,
Yeah, it is a +7 check. So, as you take your eye and you put it to the observoscope, you see the stars that are out there. And there are numerous stars. And Baggin, takes... Yeah, so you have good friends over here. Yeah, they got a big old tour. I mean, it's the Loxodon over there. Yeah, we talked all about the constellations, but there's something that, what is it, the Veiled One? Yeah, she found something real interesting. And the scope, the turns, and it faces Rikkaku. Now at this point, it's as the camera gets it's not like so much a camera, but the moon is at one point it's not in view, then all of a sudden it's very much in view. It is zoomed in, and Bessen's like, all right, let me just take it out. Zooms it out a little bit. You can see craters and little mountains and shadows of rock formations. And as you notice, Bez is like, all right, now pay attention. If you see anything, let me know. You were looking, and from one corner of your view, a red dot slowly moves into view.
Aliens! No, I'm joking.
What? Aliens? Really?
Could be ghosts.
Oh my god.
Nah, Ghost isn't with us right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely.
Ghosts on the moon. I'm going back to sleep.
That little red dot is now basically floating right into the middle of your view.
I quickly motion him over. I'm like, hey, there's this thing that I can't identify.
Yeah, it's
It's
that
like a red glowing thing.
Yeah, red dot, exactly. Yeah, tell me what direction.
What direction does it look?
It looks like it's going from the upper right down to the lower left.
So would I say north, northwest, northeast?
Can if you want.
All right, I'll just make something up. It looks like it's going northeast to the west.
Northeast to the west, but that doesn't really work for the moon. Oh, hang on, I think I know. So, Bezin is like hitting buttons, and that little red dot is getting close to the corner view, and then jumps up back to the upper right, and stays in view. And all right. So let me see if I can get this to work.
And Bezin's gonna hit a couple buttons, and that little red dot almost gets out of view, but then your view centers directly on it. And it looks like the red dot is now stationary, and the moon is now moving behind it.
All right. So, is it tracking it?
Yes.
Oh, good. All right.
Now, he's like, pushing you on the shoulder a little bit to try and get you to move out of the way.
I kind of like, it's, I'm like, all right.
All right, so are you gonna get out of the chair, or are you gonna stay in the chair?
Oh yeah, no, I'll get out of the way.
All right,
I
so-
take my eye off. I have a black eye. He put an ink blot on the thing.
So all right, you're not floating off to the side. Like, this platform is not very ocean compliant, but you find a space. Bezin
Takes a seat and say, all right, there you are, precious. My little crimson whale, ain't you? Well, not like a literal whale, but all right. Literature reference, don't worry about it. What is that? It's not... Withany, when's the full moon?
And the Tabaxi goes, it should be in 2 days, sir.
2 days, huh? Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna find out what this thing is. Hopefully, hang on. Withany!
And then the male elf is like, yes, sir.
What's the weather looking like?
He's, let me just print that out real quick, and he hits a button that's on the wall, and then some papers just go, some very strange noises coming out, and then what sounds like a paper tearing noise. Looks at it. There's like an 85% cloud cover happening.
Oh gosh, darn it! We might have to use the anti-precipitationizer. Why didn't I just call it an anti-rain machine? Whatever. It's more accurate to call it an anti-precipitationizer. Whatever. But yeah. So, yeah, full moon. That's gonna be real interesting. So, anything else?
As he's taking a look at it, it's like,
Okay, and there it goes. Off behind the moon. Like, whatever it is, it's orbiting the moon, which
he leans back in the chair.
that don't make a lot of sense. I mean, the way gravitational forces work, I mean, you would think that it wouldn't be rotating around Rikkaku, it would be rotating around us, but there's got to be something else going here, play or whatever. You understanding what I'm saying?
Sure.
Go ahead and roll for me a deception check for me.
Oh, like natural 20.
All right.
Wow.
So you are. Now, would Baggin and Raggin have understood any of that? Because
probably would have just said yes. Did
All
not
right, so-
quite understand everything.
At this point, it's like as soon as you say yes, Bezin like slaps you on the back. Can't believe finally meet someone who matches me intellectually. Oh man, we should play chess later.
I look at the other groups and I'm just like, I have this like, great thumbs up.
Toba just gives him a thumbs up back.
Yeah, good.
As he turns away, I just like put a slash my throat at him. I'm just like, Toba, you're gonna die.
Toba just waves him off.
Heck, maybe I'll even teach you how to play Dwarven Stones. That's they play up there in the. Hang on, what's the name of the capital city? It's not Ida. It's something. Hang on, I need to check my map. Where is my Covation map? I keep forgetting these names. Argopolis. Yeah. Up in Argopolis, they play Dwarven Stones up there. Oh man, that's a game that's a lot of luck. But if you use your head, oh, you're gonna have a lot of fun.
Great.
Right. Well, seems like everyone got a shot of the observoscope at this point, but yeah, he hits a couple buttons and you hear this sound next to the observoscope. All right, with the knee, how are we looking? 2.8 variance, sir. Get it down to 2.5. Will do, sir. All right. So, I think tomorrow is gonna be no, not tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow's gonna be day, but man, day of the full moon. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Isn't that right? Has he
Yes.
motions to everybody? All right. So we are going to jump over to let's see, put this back. Daytime in Clovenshire of the day of the full moon. So where is? So we got tokens. All right. I need to put Toba out here. We got Drogar, Veronan. So the town itself of Clovenshire is kind of just there, really. There's not a whole lot going on to it. It's very much a small town, but
There it is.
Yep, Clovenshire is very much famous for this massive observatorium that's there. But other than that, it's just a regular kind of town. So you've all been staying at the nearest inn. Was it not Sparrows? Why do I keep forgetting the names of? Oh, that's right, because there's like a billion of them. Places. The Sparrow's Wing. Yeah, the Sparrow's Wing.
The world famous Clovenshire Holiday Inn, where the towels are also fluffy.
Yeah, Sparrow's Wing. So you were all in the Sparrow's Wing, all in your rooms, and we start off this day. Everyone is nice and sound and sleep, and Hum,
Yes?
as you are in your normal sleep with your night. And sometimes you have nightmares, other times your dreams are just a little unsettling. But at this night, your dreams are a little calmer, a little cheerful. Then you hear just a loud scream from others. It must have come from outside.
Hum snaps awake, like a scared cat again. She looks at the window, gets out of bed, and looks out the window.
You look out the window, and you don't really see anything from your particular window of what's going on. But there are some people that have like looked over in that direction, and they just like shake their head and they just walk by. You see that another man is like, takes his hand, kind of just, lifts it up, waves it a little bit, lowers it down, shaking his head as well. It seems like whatever is going on, it seems to be a somewhat regular occurrence.
It's not a regular occurrence for Hum. She's really worried.
The only other thing you notice is that the sky is very cloudy.
Oh boy.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's raining, but it's definitely very, very cloudy.
As much as she... well, how much more time until the nightfall before the whole precipitationizer thing gets used?
Right now, it's basically morning. So it's going to be, like, an entire day is going to pass by before anything of that is going to be used.
In that case, she is going to tighten up her cloak and go and see where the screaming's coming from.
All right.
She's not even going to bring her basket with her.
Yep. All right, so Drogar, Toba, Veronan, Baggin, Raggin, would any of you ever heard a scream?
Can I roll perception?
Go ahead and roll perception.
All right.
Perception? Okay.
Perception.
Perception check, here we go!
Why not?
15.
7.
15. 7.
So my character must be sleeping like a rock right now. Good. Wonderful. Yeah. Fantastic. Fantabby-tooby.
So yeah, Drogar, it's just... Veronan, it's just...
Veronan is worse.
Yeah, I mean, all that studying and worrying and dealing with the 2 interns has been, you know, intellectually stimulating, but also exhausting.
All you hear is him going, "Ghost on the moon."
Toba, you're, you know, at this time you would normally be meditating, and would you be outside?
I'll say yes.
All right, yeah, you'd be outside, and your meditation is instantly interrupted by a scream that comes from the observatory, apparently.
Toba quickly gets on his feet and draws his blade. He's like, "Who? What? What was that?"
As you pass by a woman who is there, she appears to be in her 40s. She's like, "Oh my goodness! Oh, calm down, please."
No, I'm terribly sorry, ma'am. I heard a scream coming from the observatory.
Oh. So okay. Could you put the sword down, please?
Yes.
I know one of those
Sorry about that. He puts his blade away.
One of those jumpy adventurer types. Okay. All right.
Sorry to bother you, ma'am.
Oh no, don't worry. That was just Baggin. Who knows what he's crying about this time. Man's mad, and she just walks. Just keeps on walking.
Does Toba see hum at this point?
Do I?
Toba, at this point, you hear a thought outside of you, and Hum is, you know, walking out the door, and, you know, shortly behind her from the side of the building comes Ursus, like just wandering, sniffing the ground, wondering.
Does Toba see the distress on Hum's face?
I would imagine so.
Hum, would you be showing distress right now?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
She was worried sick for whoever was screaming.
Yeah, I take it you heard that scream too.
It woke me up.
Wake up the others. We got to get to the observatory right now.
Of course.
All right.
And she goes back inside, and presumably Toba's following her to
right.
wake everybody else up.
All right. Toba will start with Veronan. Hey, Magic Man, wake up. Yeah,
Good morning. Good morning.
Is
everything okay?
I don't know. Hum and I heard a scream come from the observatory. We're waking everyone up, and we're heading over to investigate.
All right. Veronan will pick up his bags.
All
right.
Go get Baggin and Raggin. I'll take care of Drogar.
Okay.
All right. Toba will go to Drogar. Hey. Drogar. Hey.
How many sticks of water does it take to reach the moon?
3.5. Drogar, listen to me. There's a scream coming from the observatory. We need to muster up and see what's going on. Let's go.
The scream? Oh, God. Oh, for the love of fire. For the love of fire, fine, I'm coming.
Alright.
And he gets up and says,
Toba's gonna make sure everyone's up, and he's making a beeline for the observatory.
Alright.
And so since Hum is there as well, he picks up her basket and goes with him.
Yep, and Drogar's right behind with all of his stuff after he so rudely got waken up.
Sorry, not sorry.
The heck with you!
How do you know what heck is?
Be quiet.
Yes, let's have some fourth wall breaking of characters talking to the creators. Veronan will go over and lightly shake Baggin. He's small. Baggin.
Yes. Yes.
We have
can
to
you hear
go.
me?
Something
Oh.
happened.
What happened? Sorry, I was just smoking and just been like, I was just vibing.
Alpha,
Were you awake the whole time? Did you not hear the scream?
off in the distance, you hear a faint, "Let's go!"
Well, rather than talk about it,
coming!
rather than talk about it, let's go.
Let's go already!
All right. So everyone is now rushing over towards the observatory, and there you see Baggin just on his knees, looking up at the ground, his arms just up to the sky, clutching his head. He's like, "Oh no!"
Toba immediately rushes up to Baggin. Baggin, talk to me. What's wrong? What happened?
Kill me with a Nimbus. That's what's happening.
And
A little bit of what?
He gestures towards the sky.
Toba immediately looks up.
You look up, and it's just really thick, big cloud cover. Like, from horizon to horizon, it is clouds.
Yep, that's clouds.
Okay, is this normal?
It was
This
supposed
is
to
what
be
we look for.
85% my rear end. This is over 100% coverage here, man. I can't see anything through the observoscope through this nonsense.
Okay, as
This
a
is gonna last all night. We're really gonna have to pump that anti-precipitationizer up.
okay,
Real
Baggin. Wait, as it be one navigator to another or one observer to another, you always have to consider the other percent. 85 mean where I'm from. 85 doesn't mean anything until it actually happens.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like, taking a deep breath. He's like, he gets up, dusts his knees of the grass that he's on.
All right. Well, I mean, that's kind of why you're here, right? In case we needed to use the anti-precipitationizer, which we might with a larger output than normal. Oh boy, we might have to make some adjustments to there. With an A and with an E, I ain't even here yet. Just because, they're interns. They don't need to show up until later tonight.
Baggin, it's still morning. Maybe
Well-
it'll clear up by the night?
He takes out a scrap from his pocket, and he opens it up, like a scrapbook, rather. He opens it up, and he's like,
Yeah, I've been tracing weather patterns here for long. I can tell you right now, the last time that ever happened was 3.5 weeks ago, and even then it was like cutting it real short. I mean, there's tonight's the full moon, and it's not just the full moon. It's how do I put this?
he like motions you all to.
Well, join me in the observatory real quick. We'll I might explain a little better than that.
Toba takes a deep breath and nods.
Okay.
All right.
Hum will pet Ursus on the head and waits for everyone to go in before going in herself and leaving Ursus behind.
Ursus nods, and then he, takes a couple steps, sideways toward the observatory. Baggin like stops in his tracks, looks at the bear. The bear looks at him, and the bear just sits down. Baggin's like,
Drogar, before going inside, he just looks over and he says,
You just be a good boy. We'll be right back.
and Ursus looks to you, and nods.
Oh,
Baggin's
baby.
That's my boy.
And Baggin's like,
all right, you're a good bear. Just stay out here. All right, follow me, everybody.
and with that, I think everyone is going inside the observatorium.
I would assume so.
Yep, observatorium, whatever. And at this point, Baggin takes you over to the desks that are filled with notes, and it is, the very messy corner, as it was. And he's like, oh, where did I put this file? He's like, taking books out, just dropping them on the floor, taking out other books. He's taking out all sorts of stuff. Hang on. There it is. And he grabs a chart and just, takes it out. It's like a scroll of a chart. And then he takes it to the nearby table, just takes one arm and just sweeps most everything off to one corner, takes the scroll, lays it out, and you recognize it as a map of Korvos that was shown earlier.
All right, so here we are in Korvos here, and some of you, we talked about the ley lines earlier, about how, you know, sometimes you get a convergence of ley lines, you know, sometimes over in that, one day, apparently there was like a, ash monster or something over Mount Zareen, and that was
A couple of them.
Yep, that was during a ley line convergence there. There was another one that happened to be, oh, okay, yep, 30 minutes of life left. All right, yep, we'll be, all right, so, yeah, so there's another ley line convergence over here with the golems. Well, how do I put this? He grabs a sheet of, I believe it's called vellum, where it is in real life it's like a clear plastic sheet, but he takes it, it's like, all right, so this is one of the ley lines. We call her Australis, and he lays that down on top of this map. So this one tends to move like this, and he takes a look at his notes. It's going to be shifting like this, and in fact, why don't I just drag everybody to the Covation map real quick. So the lines that he has, let's make this a nice white line here. And we're going to continue, I can catch up later. All right, we'll definitely. So the one line here, this is Australis. It was, you know, over here, and then eventually it was moving to like over here, over Mesaville. Well, right now, as he clears the drawings, yep, clear the drawings up. Right now, it should be directly over Clovenshire here, right? Now, the other ley lines, he grabs another sheet of vellum and like draws another line. It's this one we call Sagittarius. Just making these names up. And this one, you know, kind of like weeble wobbles as well. But right now, it is currently over. Nope, hang on. That wasn't quite the. Hang on. I have to freehand this. So right now, there's two ley lines, right? There's actually another ley line over here known as the Lady in Green. You can thank Aaron for naming that one. And that currently is going through like this. We've got Fortunal, of all the names I had to pick off the top of my head, it had to be that one. That one's going over here. And at this point, he's describing more and more and more ley lines that are directly over Clovenshire. And at this point, the observoscope, through all this is happening right now. This is a once in a, oh goodness, how many years? 274 year occurrence. And being able to observe the full moon under this, that is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I mean, yeah, I know I'm a gnome, but come on. It's definitely crazy. So we're going to jump back to the observatorium. So, this is a crazy good thing for science and for, you know, arcanology. Is that what they call study of the arcane arts and all that? He looks towards you, Veronan.
Yes, pretty much. Yes.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Arcanology or whatever. Yeah. This is a really good, you know, really good time. But if there's cloud covers, I can't even observe nothing here, and you know, can't really just, you know, live for that long. So, man, that anti-precipitation I said had better do what it oughta. We did a couple tests to it, and it seemed like it did, but in order to get rid of as much cloud cover, oh, it's gonna be a lot of power. Hopefully that old girl can still work. Well, I say that, but it's, you know, kind of repurposed from like 3 or 4 other failures. But yeah, don't tell the interns.
Goes pale.
So, Drogar just still doesn't understand, so he's just kind of staying there looking kind of cross-eyed, almost.
Alright. Alright, well, tonight, if the, you know, hopefully, I will say this, when we were running that machine earlier, the reason why any of y'all are here is because when you mess with nature, sometimes nature messes back with you, right? I mean, we only did a couple tests for, like, you know, small little cirrus clouds or whatever, and, you know, we turned that machine on and it would disappear for a little bit, and that seemed alright, but sometimes, like, the wind would pick up all of a sudden, which, you know, wind, whatever, not a big deal, but, yeah, it almost seemed to coincide every time we turned that thing on, and, we definitely, I mean, I'm worried about it, I know that there's, things get kind of weird, especially, I heard there's this thing called a Feywild. Yeah. Who knows about the, what could possibly happen with other interactions, but that's, outside my scope. Right now, I just want to know what's up with Rikkaku. But, yeah, that satellite, hopefully tonight we'll be able to figure that out. But, y'all ready for the night?
I guess we are.
Okay.
I think so.
And we are
ready
going...
as we'll ever be, I suppose.
Alright, and considering one of our members is, starting to get a little sleepy, we are going to jump to that night. And that night, you all look out, expecting to see stars. It is pitch black. Bezin looks at you, Hum. Supposed to clear out by tonight, huh? Really?
I thought it would.
Well, thoughts and dreams. All right, well, with an A. And the elf comes forward. It's like, yes, sir. Prep the anti-precipitationizer. We're gonna need it. And as he's saying this, he looks at his shoulder. Just looks at it. Veronan, you feel a tap on the top of your forehead. Toba, there's a couple taps on your tusk.
What the?
Baggin, Raggin, you're the last to recognize these taps because how gravity works. It is starting to rain.
Oh.
Oh.
I walk over to Toba, and I get under his tusk and his nose.
And me without my shield.
And Bezzin's like, oh, this is with an E! Get the rain shields up! And you see from the observatory the gigantic scope that is just stretching out. Below and beneath it, there are these shield doors that slowly close into place. And Bezdin goes like, all right, I'm going to go inside, do my thing. With an A's going to help you out there next to the anti-precipitationizer. And, yeah. Oh, hang on. And he chucks a box towards one of you. A very small, almost hand-sized box.
Oh, Drogar can grab it.
Okay.
All right. Bezdin points at it. It's like, all right, twist that little knob to the right.
And so he does.
And you hear this. There's a little soft static sound coming from it. Bezdin's like, all right, head over to the anti-precipitationizer, and I'll contact you through that. And with that, Bezdin goes inside the observatorium. And with an A, Aaron with an A is like, all right, let's go to the anti-precipitationizer. You know how to use that radio, right?
Press button and me speaking in talkie.
Aaron pauses, then nods. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So,
good job, Drogar.
Where is? Here we go. We are now outside.
No.
Yep. So this gigantic gray box is the anti-brain machine. Let's make it shorter for this purpose. And I would like you all to associate yourselves somewhere within this whole area.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go right around here with Ursus right beside me.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, so it has to be in the brown area.
It doesn't have to be in the brown area, just anywhere within this map. The center is the rain machine. I'm going to say this thing is taller than anyone can jump over. It's just a big, gigantic box of gears, belts, and stuff that's encased by metal.
In character. Question, how does this box work? Interesting that you can actually make the rain disappear.
And Aaron with an A is like, well, it's not so much that it makes the rain completely stop and disappear. It's not like it, vaporizes anything. What it's going to do is take a amount of magic and just pierce a hole through the clouds, and kind of pushing them out of the way. For the moment. Yeah, but somehow every time we've used this, there's been a particular wind effect that has happened to all of it. We're still trying to piece together what exactly is happening with all that.
Yeah.
We've never used this much power, though, because we've never had cloud cover this thick before. Cumulonimbus is a, oh boy, these are big clouds. All right.
Would this... So, is it like foggy?
Currently it is rain, and, you know, rain kind of dampens vision, but it's not like a foggy rain.
Would this kind of atmosphere make it easier to go into hiding?
You are in a flat grass plain, buddy.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I was like, Now you see me, now I don't.
I gotta throw variance into all of these encounters, right?
Well, I would hope so.
All right, so has everyone positioned themselves where they are happy?
Yeah.
I'm the only one out of the
box.
way.
I mean, Hum's down in the south there.
I'm down there as well, so
we're
we're both out of the way.
Oh, I just bigger than I thought.
Yeah, it's a
It's
big...
a big map, and I am very scared.
Yeah, it is. It's a very large map.
If this
Just,
thing explodes,
5,
you can see the
10.
first 3 that are going to die.
Actually, Toba will take a...
All right.
The bear,
The bear.
shall live.
Yep, Drogar. So as you're observing, okay, you hear this. Yo, hey, adventurers, you there? Over.
As though he just kind of presses the button and goes,
We're right here, yes, over.
Oh, good. All right. With an A. Start the machine, over.
And with an A, it's like, all right, this is going to get kind of loud. And he hits some buttons, and then he takes a cord and pulls on it, and you hear this. It's going to take a couple tries.
I can almost see my character just looking at his imaginary watch.
Come on, just one more. And at this point, you hear, there's like a little bit of steam coming out from the top of it. There's belts and gears, and it is a very noisy machine. And with an, it's like, all right, I'm hitting the power. And he flips a couple switch, and then it's like a really high-pitched whine. And those of you who are observing that the rain around you is starting to cease a little bit as some of you start to look up, and you notice that there is a tiny hole where stars are appearing. And that hole slowly gets bigger and bigger as the minutes go by with next to this loud machine, and eventually Rikkaku comes into view. And then,
All right. There we go. I'm starting. We'll try to make this quick. Make sure that machine don't go down. All right, over.
Stupid. Yes, over.
all of you feel the wind just whoosh around you like it is a gust that seems to come out of nowhere. With it, it's like, whoa! He is knocked back. Hang on, I'm gonna head out to the observatory real quick to make sure things are going okay. You guys are good with the machine?
Yeah, we'll be good.
We're fine.
So,
All right, okay. As he is starting to run backwards, and he is hectically running away.
Oh no.
I feel bad.
This can't be good.
The wind starts to pick up, and it begins to take form. As you observe in this dark area that has low visibility, by the way, because it is a so visibility, because it is nighttime, it's going to be a kind of a disadvantage here, but you can see that the wind is whipping around, and this machine that is there is glowing a little bit, and you can see that there is something out there. It is a almost tornado-like aspect, but in a very large monster form, and it is twitching, and it is very angry. I need everyone to start rolling initiative for me.
So, as well, I can see up to 60 feet in darkness. Everything turns into gray, but it's whatever this is. It's 80 feet away.
19.
5 feet away.
15.
All right, so Veronan rolled a 3.
Drogar.
Proud of it.
Yep. All right.
19.
Oh, hang on. Dude.
Nat 1.
Oof. Oof. All right.
I've literally had a nat 1, nat 20, nat 1, nat 20.
Nat 20, nice to meet you. Way to go, Hum.
23 total.
All right. Yep. I am adding everyone's turns real quick. Toba has a 19. Veronan has a 3, unfortunately.
Proud of it.
Yep. So Toba, Baggin, Raggin has a 5. Somehow a 5. Add turn. That is a 5. 23 total. Add turn. 23 total. And this strange monster, I need a roll for them. They are going to get. Looks like it is. I think it's just a 6 of some sort. All right. 6. All right. Ursus is also going to be with Drogar. Let's just make that simple. All right.
Yep.
It is the dark of. It is very much low light here. I'll say that my excitement will be up a bit. Yep. All right. That's what I'm going for. So, behind you, as you see Aaron with an A just like running panically. You turn around and something is out there in the distance. Do you have dark vision? I know there's like a lot of you may have dark vision from here too, whatever is set
I
way.
don't.
Tiefling should.
So, what will your first move be?
I'm going to move up to Veronan and
Okay.
hold an action.
You're gonna hold an action?
Yes, I will. I'm going. She has her drum out, and she's going to look. Wait. If the whoops. Hold on. Huh? Anyway, sorry. If I am going to hold my action, and if anything comes up to
You cut out there.
You cut out.
Sorry, I forgot that I was using push to talk. As I was saying, if that thing comes up to here, she's going to attack with the percussive ring. She's going to use the percussive ring if it goes up to there.
Okay, so when it gets close enough to use the percussive ring, you will then use it. All right, so you're holding your action. Okay, that sounds good to me. All right, up next is Toba, Drogar. You'll be on deck if they're paying attention.
Okay.
Toba.
Yes, I'm here. Let me see here.
Way out in the distance beyond this massive machine. I don't know if you can even.
That was the wrong thing. Whoops.
Yep. It's the wrong line. That's just drawing things. I'll clear that for you.
All right. Sorry about that. Okay.
Sounds good. At least you weren't trying to draw an elephant.
Why would I need to draw an elephant? I already did it. It's called a profile pic. Gah! Anyway, Toba's going to fall back to... I said he's going to fall back to Baggin Raggin's position. Okay. I said... Why can I not... Wait, there we go. Can I... No, that's not it. God. I am going to fall back. There we go. To Baggin Raggin's position.
Okay.
I asked about the cantrips. As far as like speaking, is that do you consider like free speaking an action or?
Free speaking? Yeah, speaking is a free action. I suppose just make it quick. You got 6 seconds technically.
Okay, he looks over to Baggin Raggin. He says, "Give me your quiver."
I hand him my quiver.
All right. He is going to put his hand on the quiver, and he is going to cast. Where are you? Come on. Where are you? Where are you? He is going to cast flame arrows.
Ooh.
Pretty cool.
I don't know how this is going to help, but I wanted to give it a shot. No pun intended. And since talking is considered a free action, that is Toba's turn.
Okay, yeah, so that action is flame arrows. That's like a regular action?
Yes, that's a regular action. Also, I can still
so
use a
you-
bonus, or...
If you have like a bonus action thing, you can use it, but if not, that'll be the end of your turn.
That's why I kind of asked, can I hold a cantrip for as a bonus action?
Cantrips count as an action unless you have something that's.
You
says
could give
it-
me my quivers back.
I would say at this point, like he probably just touched the flame arrows and caused it to go from there. But
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
I don't think cantrips count as a bonus action unless you have a.
I have
you can use it as
3
that.
spells as a bonus action.
3 spells as a bonus action. Is that like a new feat you picked up?
I don't... Oh, never mind. Only one of them's an actual cantrip. Never mind. So, I'll end my turn.
All right, so that is the end of your turn. Do I still need to share my screen, or are we good for now? I was doing that in case the internet didn't come back for those two.
No, I think we're good.
Okay, sure. I'll move this back over here. Where is stop streaming? There we go. Okay, so up next we have Drogar. Off in the distance in this dark, rainy, well, in this area it's not rainy, but now there is something out there and it is howling, quite literally. What do you do?
Okay, I'm not even sure how to take this on. Let's see, so 5, 10, 15, 20. He is going to move right over here,
Okay.
and Ursus is going to follow.
Okay.
He is
turn 0.
going
Yep.
to... You know what, I'm going to try something flame-related too. I'm going to try my breath weapon.
Breath weapon, all right.
Yeah. Let me see. What am I, for 2d6? I think this is the button I gotta press. I
All
don't know if...
It's 2d6, so you rolled a 4 and a 12, so you rolled minimum damage and maximum damage at the same time.
Jeez, I'm Crow.
You're only supposed to do that once, or?
It says, let me check again, because it says, as an action once per short rest, exhale in a 15-foot cone, which I'm pretty sure I match. Yes, I do. With a dexterity of 15,
check
half
that.
damage to success for 2d6. Yeah, it says
Okay,
here for
so
2d6.
Cone, so 15-foot cone.
Yes.
And then I can, no snapping, just to kind of like eyeball it. So 15-foot cone is you can catch it. Yeah, 15-foot. Yeah, you'd be able to like angle it just right and catch it.
Yep.
I
Okay.
can call that. Yeah, so like right at the edge of that flame. So, all right. So that, I was only paying attention to that part. Breath weapon, breath weapon. Yes, features and traits. Come on. Like this. Yeah, so breath weapon. DC 15 saving throw. And this, double checking something. Okay, it is. So it needs to make a DC saving throw. All right. It rolled. So what kind of saving throw is this? Just.
I believe
like
it's a dexterity saving throw. Let me just
dexterity.
check.
Okay, so dexterity. All right, dexterity. So it rolled a 21.
Ow.
All right. So you're rolling this at. Well, you're not at 6th level yet, so you're.
No.
So yeah, you're gonna roll 2d6 and half that, or just roll 1d6.
Well, I guess I'm doing a 1d6.
Yep.
Okay, let me just go ahead and... That is 1d... That's a d8, not a d6. No, stop back. Stop! There we go, 1d6. Yeah!
5. All right. Okey-doke. As you take your breath weapon and just exhale it, you see that it lights up, and in front of you there is this form of wind and dust just like wrapping around each other. You see there are like indentations in the wind as the light gets near, and it reels back a little bit as the tail corner of that cone manages to hit it, like just barely, for 5 damage. So yeah, you've moved, you've taken your action. Anything else?
Nope. I think I'm gonna. Oh wait, does my rage count as a bonus action? Let me just look at this. Rage is a bonus action. Okay, yeah, I'm going to activate my rage, just to prepare myself. So as a bonus action, under rage for 1 minute. Okay, I don't have to do anything for that. So yes, he is now angry.
Right, you're not angry. Okay, so yeah, it's this monster's turn now.
Oh boy!
Okay, all right, so this thing is interesting. It can move. Nope, that's not the button. Let's see. Line. Snap to center. All right, so according to this, it can... Oh, hang on. Actually, it's a large creature, which has a slightly different hitbox. There we go. Okay, so it says it can move. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the fun things I can do with this.
And then Thomas is going to try and hit it at this point, because
Alright.
it's going to...
Alright, so it is going to make a beeline for Drogar. So we're going to say it's going to go to here, and it can occupy the same space as you, Drogar. But as you were doing this, you have an opportunity. So you've been holding your action. Go ahead and make that attack with the ring that I gave you.
Okay, so do I just roll if it hits?
Yeah, it's a regular attack roll. It's a ranged attack roll that the goddess gave you. Yep, Velas percussive ring attack. So yeah, go ahead and roll d20 plus 5.
Stand by.
Yep.
16 total.
16 total. 16 total hits.
Fantastic.
All right, so go ahead and roll damage for me. And what kind of damage did I give that? It was
1d8 plus 2.
Force damage. All right.
So 1d8 plus 2?
Yep, 1d8 plus 2 force damage.
Okay.
Double checking everything. Okay. Yep, okay.
I just rolled a 3, and plus 2, that would be a 5.
Alright, so let's take another 5 points of damage. So. Okay. Yep. Oh, it's a big old boss battle. So, as you take this, the drum, that force of nature, the grass like kind of parts beneath you as it hits this air elemental, and it kind of shivers and shocks, but it stops right there at your position. So this, okay, yep. Actions. It is going to do something very fun. So,
oh, no.
Drogar, as this monster has come closer, it flies at you, just whoosh, rips at you, and the wind is just constantly circling around you. I need for you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Oh, sugar honey iced tea.
Okay, was that what I had to do?
Yeah, okay. You strength saving throw, not a strength check, strength saving throw.
What am I pressing? Is it this? So, oh, this is my saving throw. My bad. Oh,
22. Yeah, you okay. So failure. If the saving throw is successful, the target takes. Okay, so you are still going to take some damage. You are going to take. All right. 1 point of bludgeoning damage. Wait, hang on. Oh, I misread that. That's the other ability. Hang on. All right. Yep. Okay, so it's actually 9, 13. By the way, so 10, 12, 6 points of bludgeoning damage in total. My bad. 6 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are okay. You're safe from the other effects that would have happened had you failed.
Ooh.
But yeah, at this point, you are holding on strong. It's like this thing is like oof. hurting you there. And I think it's also going to take... oh, it says I can, you know, make an attack. It's going to attack you. It's going to be... That's a 21 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay, so that is going to be... it's 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And it has a multi-attack, so it can hit again. That's an 8. Yeah, so that's an 18 plus an 8. That's a 26 to hit. So that does.
Yeah, that hits too. Okay.
So that's,
Oh boy.
that's 6 plus 5. That's 11 points of bludgeoning damage. As this thing stops right on top of you, and it is just hammering you with slam attacks.
Oh god.
Yep. Okay. So that I'm gonna call that the end of his turn. He's moved. He's taken his actions that he's allowed. And Raggin, you are up. Veronan, you are on deck.
All right. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to go into stealth.
So how exactly are you hiding from this thing? It's dark.
Toba's right there.
Okay. Just give me an excuse. You can roll. So is it like a roll for stealth, or is it you just?
Yeah,
go...
it's a roll, so I have to roll for it.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Let me double check where its passive perception is. It's got to be on here somewhere. Oh, there's passive perception. All right, go ahead and give me a roll for stealth.
Is the music supposed to be stopped?
I hear the music still going on my end.
Yeah, same.
I guess
I can restart it real quick. There we go. Okay, so a 19. Yeah, against all the odds, this thing is more preoccupied with beating a dragon as Ursus is just like growling and trying to swipe at it. So you are in stealth to the current situation.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of like go right. Let's just pretend like I'm like right there, like in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 20, 25, somewhere around there. Okay.
Yeah, it's like in between 25 and 20, whatever, 20, 30,
good
whatever.
enough. I mean,
yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my cunning action. Not cunning? No, that's bonus action, excuse me. Sneak attack, sorry, is what I want to do. And I'm going to shoot at it with the fire arrow. Now, question. What do we roll for extra fire damage if it hits?
When a target is hit by a ranged weapon attack using a piece of ammunition drawn from the quiver, the target takes an extra 1d6 fire damage. The spell's...
So that's a separate roll then.
Yes. Yeah, it sounds like it. Okay. All right. Give me a second here. So let's run the short bow.
The spell's magic ends on the piece...
Oh, I do not hit anything.
Yeah, not with an 8, you're not.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's the what? That was the second one in a row, like
Yeah.
basically.
So you take your short bow, you're very confident and fly it out, and then you see that arrow just like spinning around this creature and then get flung way out.
And someone's house catches on fire.
Wow!
Start catching fire. Ah, shit.
No.
Also, the spell ends if it hits when it hits or misses. So,
Hits
All right, so
or
it's gone now.
misses.
Gotcha.
Oof.
All right, and that will end my turn.
All right, that'll end your turn. All right, Veronan, you are up. Hum, you are on deck.
Standing by.
Okay, we're gonna move over here. Doop.
Okey-doke.
With enough.
You've noticed me by chance for that?
So you would have probably dropped stealth on your attack because it probably would have noticed that, hey, there's something spinning around me. Oh, that's cute. Toss it
Gotcha.
outside. So you're probably out of stealth at this point.
Yeah, Veron's gonna cast Magic Missile at the 3rd level.
Magic missile at 3rd level. All right, roll them dice.
but there's no darkness to attack.
It's force damage. God.
All right, 3rd level. So 4 times, was it 5?
5 at 3rd level, yeah.
All right, 15 points of damage to this creature just instantly. Why will it not let me select the creature? All right, 15 points. So that's... Hang on, I got to do some quick math here. Okay. I think that's the correct answer. So you take your magic missiles and just like all these beams, like they light up the sky as it, boom, 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 hits this thing, and you see the like winding, dusting effects. Like every hit, it's like it expands that dust, and then it contracts back into it. You certainly did hit it, and it certainly did some damage, but it's still very windy and angry. So anything else?
That's gonna be it. I moved. I took my action.
All right, Hum, it's your turn. Toba, you are on deck.
Hum is going to use True Strike on this creature.
Oh, what is that going to do?
It'll... hold on, let me just pull it up on my iPad. True Strike. Concentration up to 1 round. You point a finger at a target in range. Your magic grants you a brief insight into the target's defenses. On your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target, provided that the spell hasn't ended. So, I learn about this creature's defenses, basically, or maybe what weaknesses it has.
So where would I find that under like features and traits? Spellcasting, Bardic Inspiration, Jack of all trades, Song of Rest, Expertise, Bonus, Cutting Words, Font of Inspiration.
Are you trying to find True Strike?
Yeah, where is?
It's in spells.
Okay, spells. All right. Brief insight into the target's defenses. Next turn, you advantage on your first attack roll against. All right. Okay, so it is literally just 6 seconds. So as you point towards this creature, as you look, so the magic. In pointing finger, the magic gives you brief insight. As you are pointing towards it, you hear lightning. No, hey, so I'm probably trying to whisper this to Discord. Lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. It resists those. Immune to poison.
Ooh.
So you gain from that. So lightning and thunder attacks, it resists those. Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks, it resists those. And it is immune to poison. That's like the defenses.
Good luck, guys.
That is
Yep,
good
that's
to
like,
know.
yep, that's the damage stuff. At least I think I did that right. I may have to look this up later. It's like, what should I have not said as a DM? But oops, too late.
There's not really much to do anyway, so...
Yeah, so that was your action. Yep, that's your action.
That's my action. I'm not going to move anywhere.
All right, you're going to stay put right there? Okay. All right, that's the end of your turn. Toba, you're up. Drogar, you were on deck.
Okay, let me see here.
So Toba, you have, you blessed Baggin Raggin with arrows, and then you see him fire that arrow, and then you see a fire arrow just flung somewhere in a completely different direction.
Toba kind of shrugs it off. He is going to move. Let me double check, make sure I'm going the right way. So about there. Right. So I'm going to use my max movement to come up here.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast Healing Word on Drogar. It gives me a 60-foot range.
Okay, yeah, you're within 60 feet, so go ahead and cast that Healing Word.
All right, so go ahead and cast that.
8 points of healing. All
right, and that's all I can really do.
Okay.
Well, that's not all I could do.
All right, Drogar, you are up. So you are being buffeted by wind, and you're still holding your ground hard against this creature.
Question: If I were to move, would that like to move out of that range? Is he gonna does he have an attack of opportunity?
If you move out of a monster's attack range, then yes, there would be an attack of opportunity. Currently, he is residing in the same space as you because that's a thing this creature can do.
Right. Okay. So if I were to move, say, right here, it wouldn't activate any kind of attack of opportunity.
There's only one way to find out.
Oh boy. Well, before he does that, he's gonna get on. He's gonna try and get on top of Ursa.
All right. So you're going to take your movement and you're going to jump on top of Ursus. And as you move out from the creature, you are not. There is no attack of opportunity because you are within. You're still within the creature's attack range. Where are the? Come on, PC assets. PC. We have Drogar and Ursus. I just need to move them to the correct layer. So, Drogar and Ursus. Yep. Let me just add turn. I'm going to make that 15. Yep. So we're going to remove. So we're going to put that to the GM. Put that to the GM layer. This is going to get moved over here. All right. Let me just move some of this stuff over. Okie doke. We have. Take a full turn bonus to make a. Yeah. Okay. Baggin, Raggin. We'll discuss that on your turn. So Drogar, Ursus. I don't know how in the world to. Oh, there we go. Let me just turn order, rotate all this over. That's the wrong direction, game. All right, Drogar and Ursus, you are now riding your bear.
There we go.
And yep.
Well,
So
the
you've done
only
that.
thing that we really do as a barbarian is to smack things really hard until game tells him to stop. So he's going to take his great axe and swing it in a horizontal direction towards the beast and hope something happens.
All right, go ahead and take your swing. 25.
25.
That is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Here it comes. That's an 11.
All right. That's going to drop that down to there. So you take your swing and whoosh, it feels like it's going through air with a little bit of resistance. So you do some damage to this creature, but it feels like it resists it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
So,
It's not like Hum
so-
conveyed that information or anything.
The wind can bleed.
Yeah.
well, then I guess that means, yes, please hit hard, people. And with that being said, well, he's not really going to move anywhere because he kind of has to stay put. That's the end of the turn. He can't really do much else.
Okay, all right. I need to roll. Nope. Does not gain that ability back. All right. So, this creature has been attacked by so many things, and it is going to. Let me just make sure. Snap to corner. See if I got the range for this without provoking attacks of opportunity. Yep, plenty. It is going to swoop around, and it is going to make 2 slam attacks against the anti-precipitationizer.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
So,
crap.
hang on,
Oi,
make-
that's not insured. Get away from there.
It's gonna cost $19.99.
Ah, crap
Oh.
baskets.
All right, I need it. All right, so the first attack, I need to check something. What did I give the ace?
Fortune.
Nope.
My
Nope.
installments!
So the first slam attack does nothing. That's gonna do something. Oh, so, all right, and that's gonna be. Hang on, that's too. Hang on, that's too many dice. All right. Ooh.
You guys got insurance on this, right?
No!
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
That is going to be. All right. As the first, wind is like, and it feels like, Hum, as you're standing right there, you feel like this blow of wind next to you, but it doesn't feel like it does anything. And then the next one, and then you hear the clank, 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 like the machine is starting to be a little hurt here. And over the radio, Drogar, you hear, "Hey, what's going on out there, guys?"
He doesn't like these tin cans.
All right.
There seems to be a creature attacking the bar.
Well, then don't have it do that. Baggin, Raggin, you are up. Veronan, you are on deck.
Alright, so let's see here. So I would have been able, because it was within 60 feet, I'm quite positive. Yeah. I would have been in my range, and I would have seen Drogar's melee attack go right through it like it was nothing.
Resisted. Doesn't
Resisted,
mean...
excuse me.
Yeah, so a little
Resisted.
different. Yeah.
With that bit of information, could I surmise that my arrows would probably have the same effect?
You would surmise that probably arrows, had that arrow with the fire damage hit, because, that magical fire damage might have done something, but
Right.
the actual piercing of the arrow may not have been as effective. Still somewhat effective.
Okay. Thinking of the fire, would I be allowed to make a Molotov?
What do you have on hand?
I have an oil flask, and I have a tinderbox, and I have my own clothes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Okay, this is too funny to not allow this to happen, but you need to roll something for me.
A Molotov cocktail.
Fun
You
little
are-
fact, you guys.
You crazy
I have
bastard!
the tinker
Six.
skill.
You have a tinker skill?
Yeah, I do.
So, oh my god. What? You're
We
gonna
have a
have
real Ghostbusters
I'm
movie.
proficient in making things.
Okay, so is there a particular role that it states about that?
Let's look at this. It's just devices or something along those lines.
Devices. Okay, I need you to go ahead and roll for me. You're gonna have to try and figure out, like, you're thinking about this on the fly. Like, okay, maybe this
Right.
will work. This is not a wisdom roll in any sense.
So like sleight of hand, maybe.
It's like, no, that's dexterity.
Okay.
I would say roll an intelligence check for me.
Intelligence check.
Yeah,
All right.
intelligence is probably the the quick thinking, piecing things together thing on whether or not you can actually successfully construct a Molotov cocktail with these items.
So it's
And that
not
will-
the saving throw one, right?
It's not a saving throw. It's
Okay, and just in straight up intelligence.
straight up intelligence roll, and I'm deciding
Come
on a number
on.
in my head. I'm like, you better roll.
19.
Okay, 19. All right, so that is going to determine like the amount of damage this thing do if it hits. So your turn is stripping off
Full
your
blown
shirt.
everything. Everything is just simply me just makeshifting this thing. I use my bonus, I use my action.
All right, so your action is to construct a Molotov cocktail.
The
All right.
only thing I haven't done is lit in it.
All right, so we'll get to that. All right, so
That ends my
Veronan.
turn.
All right, Veronan, you are up. Hum, you're on deck. You have just witnessed this monster of some sort just like scoot by Drogar, Ursus, and sneak by Hum and start attacking this machine. So what is your next move?
1 second, let me check something. 15 feet. Okay, I got it. Here's what we're gonna do. Veron's gonna move here,
Okay.
and he is going to expend, because this is going to hit everybody, but he's come prepared. He is going to expend 1 sorcery point to enact meta magic. Careful
Right.
spell.
Careful. Spell.
1 sorcery point spent to allow up to 2 creatures to automatically succeed on saving throws of a spell you cast. And he is going to cast a 3rd level Burning Hands.
Burning Hands. All right, so what is the range on Burning Hands? And
It is a 15-foot cone.
15-foot cone. All
Cool,
right,
I'm the
so
only
that
one
was
that's gonna
Edgar.
live.
Cone. And lock width and height. Okay, so 15-foot cone. All right, you do not hit the machine. So yeah,
I was like, oh shit, how close am I in the machine?
I mean, you'd be able to angle this at such a way to make sure that it, hits the monster, but, Drogar and Ursus are there. They're technically 2 targets. You can also do that, but yeah, you can hit them and spend your sorcery point. And this is also wild magic stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Why?
All right, go ahead and.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so I need to roll as the air elemental saving throw, right?
There is a saving throw, I believe. Hold on.
Okay.
I need to look at Burning Hands. Oh wait, I can just look here. Burning Hands! As you hold it, yes, there is a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity
Has to be
saving
the
throw.
13. Has to be a 13.
Okay, it rolled an 11, so it fails a dexterity throw.
Let's do this. Should we do the wild magic thing now or after I cast it?
Wild magic and roll immediately after you cast a sorcery spell of 1st level or higher. So at that point,
Oop.
What happened?
all right. So 3rd level, 18 points of fire damage to this thing. Okay. Let me just go. 18 points of fire damage. So
And this does not burn dragon or bear, but they do see.
Okay, that should be the number. All right. Go ahead and roll that d20 for me.
I'll just roll it on
D-
the side. Let's see, d20. Hajime.
18. You're totally safe. You're mad. We don't really have too many opportunities for this, do we?
No, but I was thinking about coming up with a few. I will message
All
you
right.
after the session.
Okay, so you've moved. You've taken your action. I believe that's everything.
Yep, that is
All right,
it.
Hum, you are up. Toba, you are on deck.
I forgot what the thunder and lightning thing does. Does it affect it at all or no?
So resists lightning and thunder.
Resists
so the-
lightning and thunder. It resists non-magic bludgeon and piercing.
Basically, any physical attack that's non-magical, it resists, and it is immune to poison.
Yes. I have one of two options, but I'm gonna try option 1 first. I'm going to have her do suggestion.
Okay, suggestion. All right.
It's in spells, 2nd level enchantment. She's going to try and talk the creature away from the machine.
All right, spells, and that is going to be suggestion. Okay. You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. Okay. Now, the suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab a style throw it's a spell. Must make a wisdom saving throw. All right. So, okay. So, what are you going to suggest?
Back beast. We won't be too long. This will not hurt you.
Okay. So that is your suggestion?
That is her suggestion.
It doesn't seem to understand common.
Dang it.
Oops.
I love rolling dice and just doing that. Okay, so your words fall upon empty ears like it's just wafting through the air, literally.
I think you were supposed to say.
It does not heed you any attention from that.
Dang it.
That was above game bumps. Anywho.
Well, I just made my movement. She's moved closer to the machine so she could angle herself a little bit better.
All right. So that's the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Toba, you are up. And Drogar and Ursus, you are on deck.
All right. Toba's going to move over here next to Veronan and Ursus.
Okay.
And
Shoulder.
he's going to pull out his clubs like, oh, please, this didn't work last time. Please work this time. And he is going to cast Shillelagh. He's going to strike with Shillelagh.
All right, Shillelagh. What does that spell do again?
Cast at will. It's 1d8. Yeah, 1d8 plus 3.
1d8 plus 3, and the Wood of a Club is holding his imbued with nature power. Use a spellcasting ability and strength for that attack and damage roll of melee using that. Focus die becomes a d8. Weapon also becomes a magical weapon if it isn't already. So this is a magical weapon attack. All right, go ahead and.
All right, let me go ahead and cast.
It's your bonus action. All right.
7! That's a natural 1. God fucking damn it.
Natural 1. Yeah, you take that and you try and strike at this monster, and it is, the wind is knocking you back a little bit. It's a little much.
All right, I don't care if he resists it. It's a bonus action. He's going to strike with his scimitar.
The Wood of a Club, or of course, if you're holding, is imbued. So the duration, you can use your spellcasting ability. So the bonus action is just you take a 1d8 bludgeoning. The damage die becomes a d8. Weapon also becomes magical if it isn't already. The spell ends if you cast it again, or if you let it go off. I think what that actually does is imbues the club or quarterstaff you are holding with nature's power of that. It's not an attack on its own.
Oh.
From what I can tell. I can always just look that up.
Okay.
Shillelagh cantrip attack. Shillelagh spells. Let's go like to the wiki dot or something. Something that's Cantrip guide. Yep, thank you. Stop giving me ads. Instead of using the normal ability modifier, I don't know if you guys want the strongest type to be wisdom. There's a bonus action. It strikes magical, low cost for it. It's cantrip. Okay, yeah, so it basically takes your weapon and changes it to be magical, essentially.
Okay, so that wasn't an attack.
And the weapon's damage becomes a D8. So, yeah, so the bonus action for Shillelagh is to imbue it with magic.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So it's kind of like your bonus action is turning on a flashlight, essentially. It's not like you're attacking the monster with the flashlight yet. That's a separate action. But you did imbue your weapon, so the weapon's damage die is now a D8, and the reason it's D8 plus 3 is because of your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so just
at that point, so your Shillelagh is now like whatever clever quarterstaff you have. That is now imbued with nature's power. So that
then
really awesome club you've got has that.
Okay, so then go ahead and attack with the club then.
Yep, go ahead and roll that D20 and add the relevant modifiers for the attack.
All right, so come on, give me something good. That's a 21.
All right, 21, that hits. Now go ahead and roll the D8 damage.
Let's see. D8. 3.
D8, so that plus your proficiency, which is 6. All right, so that's not that much. Oh, you take your magic club and and this time it just so Drogar, whenever he swipes, it feels like slight resistance. It feels like a on this thing, and it recoils, and you hear this howling shriek. So you've taken your bonus action and your regular action.
That's
covers our ears.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, Drogar and Ursus, you are up.
Okay, let me see. You know what, man? Bear makes 2 attacks, one with his bite and one with his claws. I'm gonna try a multi-attack with the bear.
Okay, multi-attack with the bear.
Let me see. What would that be for a roll for this thing? +5 to hit, 1 target, 1d8 plus 4. Okay. So I guess first off, I gotta roll a 20 to see if it even hits. Here we go. Does a 15 hit?
15 is exactly its AC.
All right.
Oh damn! All right, so then we roll a d8. +4 goes. That's 1 for a 6.
So that's okay.
And then 1 more d6 for the other bite, or was it a bite? Or was it? Let me see. It was a bite, then a scratch. Okay. So then we roll 7
for the damage.
Yep.
So that's gonna be okay. So these are all non-magical attacks. These are regular bludgeoning, piercing, and all that. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Since he doesn't really have any magic.
This wind that you feel the winds are like dying down near you, but it is still standing right now.
I am greatly surprised.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Are we gonna move? Are we gonna stay put?
I am staying put on this thing.
Okay. So it is at that point. It's its turn. So it is going to move directly on top of all of you. Please tell me that refreshes. It does not refresh. Darn it! I was hoping for that.
Oops.
Yeah, there's a recharge ability, and I rolled awful on both of them. All right, so it is going to take 1 slam attack against you, Drogar. That's going to be 20 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay, and that's going to be 16 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
And then it takes 1 attack against you, and the other attack is going to be against Toba.
Okay, here we go.
So, okay, 7 plus. It's a 15 hit.
That's my armor class.
Yeah, so it hits. All right, and that's going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
You said 14?
Yep,
14 points of bludgeoning damage against you.
All right.
As this
Ouch.
monster, like, this wind just flies up against you and just with two hands at the same time, just bam, nails both of you right on top of the noggin. All right. It is now Baggin turn. What on God's green earth are you planning to do?
All right, so first I'm going to use my cunning action to hide.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth for me.
There it goes. Okay, I don't think I did it.
13. All right, it is too busy beating up Drogar and Toba to even notice you right now.
All right, cool. All right,
you're
so
effectively hidden.
first thing, I'm gonna like sneak over. Like I want to get close in a sense.
Okay,
so
you move, oh, that's up the button. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move
You're
up
there.
a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to. Okay, I gotta get used to how this is. I'm just gonna move my guide just so I can show where I'm gonna do in this thing. Because I forget how to. Wait. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So I'm honestly just going to use my.
Makeshift Molotov.
Yeah, my makeshift Molotov
Do
plus my sneak attack. And I'm gonna like, so
The sneak
how
attack-
far? Yeah, because it doesn't know I'm there.
Okay,
So it's technically a sneak attack still.
So does it so it adds damage to it, or
It adds
let's
three-
double checking.
3d6
Yeah.
damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged. Oh, finesse. Would that be finesse? Or it's a ranged weapon technically.
Ranged
throwing it?
weapon.
I think
Finesse.
range and finesse are different.
Yeah, finesse weapons are different than ranged, but this is very much an impromptu kind of weapon.
Okay, then we'll ignore that.
Yeah, we'll
All right.
ignore the sneak attack
So,
damage. That's gonna be.
I want to understand first how big of a splash would it do?
Well,
do you
depending, you made this in a hustle, and with a 19 roll, you're pretty confident that it is not going to cover too much area. It'll
Okay.
hurt the creature for sure, if
All
it
right,
hits.
so I'm going to like right next to it, so it just kind of like it hits it, but it's like you know what I
weird.
mean?
All right, so measure, snap the corner, make this a circle. So ideally, you want to like hit here if it's got like a 5-foot range. It's also got 10-foot range, 15, 20.
So I'm probably like
So like right about there. So you're trying to hit.
yeah,
Just
like a 10-foot range.
okay.
So it covers the half, but it doesn't actually hit entirely the two.
Okay, so something like that. You're trying to aim this. in a way
Right.
that
It's just
does
gonna
hit
depend on the
monster, but it
roll,
does-
but you know.
Okay. All right. So at that point,
But we gotta set the scene though. All they see is me just out of nowhere, just light this
Shirtless.
thing up, and I
Yep.
chuck it.
All right. Go ahead and roll for me.
Oh god.
An attack with an impromptu Molotov
Would that be an
cocktail.
unarmed strike or something?
This just roll for me a d20 and add your dexterity.
Okay, dexterity. What's the
That's
dexterity?
which,
4.
this is
Okay,
you
gotcha.
just chucking it after lighting it.
Flash roll. 1d20 plus 4. All right. Godspeed, Kobe.
It's a 20
Nice.
22.
hit. All right.
Oh my god.
So, 22 to throw. You expertly throw this next to the creature, but the AoE is a little larger than you thought it was going to be.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Just a little larger.
Oh, no!
So, I need...
Can you imagine this thing lighting up like a Christmas tree?
So, 22. So, it does hit the creature, but I also... So, does a 22 hit against the armor class of Drogar and Toba?
Yeah, it does!
What was that?
22?
Does a 22 hit?
That
All right.
definitely hits me.
Yeah, it does!
Hear in the background, slowly in the silence.
All right, so I need you to roll 1d6 damage, because that is how much I decided how much that is going to roll for fire damage. And your friends are going to take half damage because they are your friends and they weren't your intended target. So I'm not completely mean. All right, 4.
4.
So, Toba, Drogar, you take 2 points of fire damage as this Molotov comes in and just hits this monster. And it's going to take the full 4 points of damage. Stormpye, how would you like to do this?
Oh, okay.
Oh my!
Oh my god!
All right.
No.
You obviously, I look at you both. You guys don't notice it yet, but obviously, I chucked this thing at like it's. I thought it wasn't intended, but I thought I was gonna hit it only, and it obviously didn't happen. So it hits the floor. It lights the flyer, just like burns like a almost like a trail, and it just engulfs this thing like a Christmas tree on fire, and so I'm like, yeah, in my head it worked, and then I notice you guys start catching fire too, like it's a wall coming towards you guys. So how do you react?
At this point, the creature is just like writhing, and flames are just flicking all over the place, and eventually it dies down from one gigantic form down to two forms that look suspiciously Loxodon and Dragonborn like, and a bear that's also like kind of like trying to, this little tuft of a tail, trying to put that out.
Question. I have a defense against fire.
All right, so
is
you're
this
gonna
a
take
fire
half.
thing? Yeah.
So you would have taken 2 points, like rounded down to half. So you would have taken like 1 point of fire damage. So like, oops, you grabbed like a hot pan kind of, heat.
He's just gonna go.
Ow! Quit it.
Yep. And at this point,
I disappear real quick. Like I vanish. Go right behind here.
Toba's more like, huh? Why does the top of my head feel warm? Looks over to Drogar.
Bacon.
What?
Why do I smell mammoth bacon?
Mammoth
Oh,
bacon.
that's why. You're on fire.
Wait, what? Oh! Run, drop. Oh! Stop, drop, roll! Stop, drop, roll! Stop, drop, roll!
at this point, you hear this. All right, we're almost done here. How's everything looking out there?
Stop, drop, roll! Stop, drop, roll!
Where does he pop out? Where does he pop out? Out of curiosity.
I don't think he can hear you. They didn't hear.
He's on fire. He's on fire.
Stop, drop, roll! Stop, drop, roll! And he's not like rolling around. He's just like literally stop, drop, roll, get up, stop. He takes a step, stop, drop, roll, gets up, takes another step. Stop, drop, roll.
Pop out behind Hum, and I'm just like, what happened?
You just takes his foot and starts kicking him in the head.
Oh my head, you stupid dragon! God damn.
Oh my gosh, what the heck happened here?
At this point, you hear. All right, we're good. Hit the big red button on the side of the machine there.
I look at Hum. I'm like, right next to you.
Hum was about to explain to Baggin, and then she just asks, "Why are you shirtless?"
Oh, well, that's not important. All right, just press the button. I'm gonna use deception.
We'll roll for that later.
Does that work?
Oh my god.
I've already got this
I
episode.
smell like smoke.
All right. At this point, is anyone going to be hitting the button?
Yo. Boop.
All right, Veronan, and you hear the machine go. And slowly but surely, the rain just tap, 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 just starts pouring on all of you. And whatever fire was left on Drogar, Ursus, and Toba is snuffed out within a couple of seconds.
Ouch.
And at this point,
I
gonna go-
guess you can get yourself back up.
we're gonna head back outside.
Stupid.
Yep. As the cloud cover like slowly engulfs the night sky, Rikkaku now being covered by clouds, the stars blinking out one by one, and walking out is Bezzin. He's doing this with his hands like that was something. What the heck happened out there?
I pop right behind him. Yeah, I have no idea. I was here the whole time.
He gives you like this weird look, like with the eyebrow raised, like, yeah.
He asks why he's shirtless.
Oh, is he shirtless?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
is it always like this with you guys?
Pretty much. You get used to it.
Yeah, it's just kind of a thing.
I put on my disguise.
Of course you do.
It's like all sopping rain wet now.
No, sorry guys. I was doing my hair the entire
Jessica.
time. Jessica's here,
Jessica,
guys.
where'd you come from?
Oh, I was here the whole time, babe.
Besson like shakes his head. He's like, you guys. Well, if you want to come inside the observatorium, we'll start running some numbers. Things ought to get interesting.
That would be very nice.
Before they go in right quick, Toba lets Drogar go ahead, but as Drogar goes ahead, Toba just pops him up on the back of the head.
Quit it.
That was for kicking me, you stupid lizard.
What? You were on fire? I just saw my foot and I decided to stamp the fire out. Come on.
On my head!
It was still on fire.
Shh. God.
I'm just in the background, like stroking my hair.
You were trying to help.
All right. So at this time, everyone's inside the observatorium. As you walked in the door, you notice like Bez like pausing. Like you see his like head tilt to the side as you hear this argument behind you. Bezin looks at you and is like, "Those two gonna be all right?"
They don't really have much of a choice. They've been all right so far.
Okay, I mean that's weird. Anyway,
And so everyone is now inside, and Bezin takes a look at, he pats the side of the stand next to the observoscope. Was like,
you do real good to me, girl. All right, with the knee, how are the results looking?
and you see the assistants are like printing things out, and they're looking at data, and it's like, oh my goodness, oh, this is very good, sir. Yes, very good.
All right, well, let me get some coffee going for some. Well, maybe not coffee. It's a little late for coffee. How about a nice calming tea, huh? Yeah, I see you there, twitchy sorcerer boy. We're making it tea.
Eh.
And he heads over to like the kitchen area. He starts hitting some buttons, and out from the wall comes like a pipe, and another wall, like a bunch of cups on a platter slide out, and the pipe just goes one by one, just filling each one up with a little bit of tea. Bezin grabs all the cups at once and sets them on nearby tables. Takes one cup for himself. He goes,
chamomile. That's some real good stuff there. Go ahead, take a cup.
Don't mind.
Yeah, after this adventure, don't mind if I do.
Toba just takes a cup and just uses this trunk like a straw.
Yep, it is very much hot tea, but it is quite soothing and relaxing. And
Hum picks up the cup and just cradles it.
all right.
All right. Yeah. Oh, it's some good stuff. Don't worry about with the knee. They're busy looking at the data right now, but we got some good stuff coming in. I'll guarantee you, man. We got some real nice shots. And in fact, I think. Oh, hang on. He like starts pushing a button next to the wall, and another piece of paper just goes prints out. Bezin rips it up. take a look at this.
And he holds up a picture that it looks like Rikkaku, but around it there are like really thin lines just all the way around it. And
he holds it up. It's like, that's what we thought. Risco's got a lot of ley lines coming around it, whether it's a source or something there. Well, yeah, this is just one step of the process there.
And then he takes.
Yep. Yeah, so that moon up there, real magical. Oh, real magical indeed.
Just smiles. She already knew all along.
Yep. And you hear this ding.
Oh, is analysis done?
The tabaxi goes to say, oh, yes, taking that out, and she, like, makes paper notes, and then she's scratching, and then she pauses and stops. Bezin, you need to take a look at this.
That's like, oh, really?
Yep, takes the paper, snatches it, he looks at it. He does something, he takes his goggles and lowers them to his eyes. He, like, tweaks them a little bit. And,
That's interesting. We never would have seen that before. There's a tear in this ley line. How in the world?
A tear?
Yeah, it's how do I describe it? So these ley lines that are, orbiting around the moon, it's kind of like, a piece of clothing, right?
and he holds up his shirt. It's like, yeah, it's a little, looser, like, kind of like basket weaving or something. But there were so many of them around this moon. But from the looks of it, it looks like there's a tear here, kind of like, a hole in your shirt, right? And obviously, that's very strange. Although I think I know. And at this point, Aaron with the elf man goes, "Oh, we got analysis on that strange satellite too, but it's very faint because how small it is, and the moon being so bright." Bessen's like, "Yeah, thanks, Aaron," with an A. Let me see the other paper. He got the other paper. He looks at it. It's like, oh, that is pretty much what I figured. Yeah, that tear in the ley line, that little red orbiting satellite, that's what caused it. Somehow.
My lady.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's very strange. Very strange indeed. Huh. Well, there's a lot more data to go over, so, there's a whole lot to explore, but there's plenty of more of that information. We can take care of that tomorrow. Right, with the knee?
Both the interns nod their heads, and they're like,
All right. Yeah, let's all wrap this up for the night. We did real good.
he looks towards you, Toba, and you, Drogar.
You might want to wash the soot off of you before you go to bed.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Also, be sure to wash your feet. He stares at Drogar.
Well, excuse me. If my feet decide to get into some dirt and some soot and your hand.
Guys, as Bezen walks in between both of you.
I understand you're both really at each other's throat right now, but you don't want to do that when you all sneak up to Gopolis. Because the them preliminary rounds, they're coming up. Max counting on you.
Fine.
I guess he's right.
And I'm not angry with him. I'm just really on somebody's head.
You're welcome.
Toba just pushes him with his trunk.
Don't get me with that mucus-filled straw.
Hey, actually,
Thanks you too.
thanks to the tea, the mucus is actually cleared out. That's actually really good tea. I need to get that recipe from you, actually.
Actually, yes. That is some good tea.
Yeah, well, don't worry about, paperwork or, lying to your boss. You're still helping me out, right? And, right, don't worry. Tomorrow, I'll make sure the payment gets your way for helping me out today and, a good advance on more stuff for the future, namely up in Argopolis. But, we'll handle all that tomorrow. For now,
He takes his arm, sweeps him wide.
everybody, let's go to bed. It's a good night.
Good night.
Ooh, good night.
And at this point, Bezen, everyone walks out the door. They head to the Sparrow's wing. And that is where we are going to end our session for tonight with the successful defense of the anti-precipitationizer and a possible revelation about the moon.
Hooray!
Oh boy.
Oh man, what a fucking ride. This